What is up, guys? It's Euro here, and was just actually in the middle of a nap. Woke up from my midday nap, and I got a notification on my phone talking about incoming class tuning. And the first thing I said to myself is, well, this better include Fury Warriors, and it better be a significant goddamn buff, because we need it. We need it more than probably any class in the game right now. Okay? So I hastily clicked on the link, and to my enjoyment, I saw way down here, amongst other buffs here, Fury Warrior. All damage abilities increased by 8%, except for Blade Storm and Dragon Roar. 8% is a pretty significant buff. As you remember last time, it was 10%, sorry, 5%. Didn't really do anything. I mean, it kind of pushed us up a little bit, but 8% on top of what we're doing now is pretty significant. And if you, let me see if I can pull it up here. If you pull up the current Shadowlands rankings, you can see right now, way down here in 17th out of 24, is 6100 DPS is Fury. So if you do the simple math, 8% of that is probably around another 570, I would say, DPS on average. This is on average, by the way, not, you know, notwithstanding, you know, high end and low end. This is probably around the mean. So yeah, let's just say around 600 DPS of that. You'd be upwards around just under 6,700, you know, with 8%, which would bring you right around top 4. Right here with Unholy, which right now is just the unstoppable melee spec in the game right now. Unholy is literally, as well as Subtlety, but Unholy is just, you know, they're in a class by themselves. So hopefully, you know, it will actually bring us well above Arms, which is, to me, kind of a mandatory thing, because Fury is the rating DPS spec. Arms has always and will always be designed around PvP. It's just what it is, and for Arms to be way up here, what is it? It's 9 spots above Fury in damage. Is just unacceptable. So, you know, hopefully that's a good thing, and we'll see when these hot fixes are put into the game that Fury will be where it always has been, and that is a top 5 DPS spec in the game. It is. This expansion is horribly unforgiving for melee as it is. I think I saw a statistic today that only 35% of all parses in Castle Nathria are melee spec. You know, not just Fury, but and even most of those, most of that 35% is right here. It's Unholy. So all of these melee specs are significantly gimped and hard to play, and just have the deck stacked against them in Castle Nathria as it is. So hopefully this incoming buff to Fury is enough to get us back to somewhere respectable and out of here. Out of this hell dungeon that we're currently in right now. When you go by this is the 95th percentile of Mythic Raiders. So these are the people that don't F up, if you know what I mean. They don't screw up. So this is as good as it gets for Fury. And as you can see by the number of parses, you have Arms. Almost 18,000 parses are Arms. Only 1,500 is Fury. When have you ever seen that? So around 19,000 parses. Over 90% of them are Arms rating warriors. So something was definitely wrong with the spec. It's good to see Blizzard listening. Good to see Blizzard looking at these same statistics and saying, what can we do to fix this? And this right now, right here, is their answer. Meat Cleaver got a small nerf. Nobody really used that anyway. I think I used it only on Huntsman a couple of times. It didn't really do much for me, so I'm not worried about that. But yeah, it's good to see some of these other melee classes as well getting buffs to their damage. And hopefully in the next video I make, I will be showing you some better parses than what I have been getting, because right now with the current spec of Fury, you can play it perfectly. You can hit every ability exactly when you're supposed to hit it. You can stay alive for the entire fight. You can use potions at the right times, and you're probably still going to end up at 7th on your guild's damage meter. So it is a broken spec. and I'm really hoping that this buff is enough to get us back into the game. Alright guys, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Do you think that 8% is enough for Fury? Do you think they'll need more than 8%? Or do you play another class and you're saying, screw Fury, they've had their time in the sun, 8% is too much? Either way, hit the like button, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.